Hey people, this is Conrad Layn here. Welcome my YouTube neighbors. This is just my journey to Conrad Layn Turo IPO journey, where I'm gonna try to do my best to figure out the intrinsic value of what potentially Turo might be once goes through the initial public offering, which is IPO. I have strong convictions coming as a Turo host. I'm not telling you to invest in Turo host, so don't try to litigate me or take me to court. I'm not telling you to purchase Turo stock when it becomes a stock. I'm just simply showing you my journey. Stay tuned. Watch the video, people. Hey, hello, people. I want to share a little topic on my Conrad Layn IPO journey. Something called ESOP, Employee Stock Ownership Program. And the reason I'm mentioning that, I'm going to leave a link below into the Investopedia that explains that. But follow me through the video. I'm going to share why this is parallel with my Turo belief. This is just an idea I have. Doesn't mean that Turo has to do this or doesn't have to do it or it does do it, but just my opinion. There's a few companies out there that actually participate in ESOPs, which are employee stock ownership programs, which basically give their employees ownership of part of the company. Like they give them shares. What I've noticed from doing my research, and I don't have all the answers, but what I've researched is the companies that do typically participate in this usually have a deep company morale, and they usually develop an employee who really believes in the company and they want the best for the company. So I think that would be great. Turo doesn't have to do this, but I think it would be awesome if they offer this to not only their employees, but also the independent contractors, like hosts like myself, a share, or a few shares of the company. They might not want to do that. That's totally fine. You don't have to do it, but just an idea. And I think that would bring much more internal morale. Because yeah, you'll give good guest service and get a good guest customer service and good morale with them by offering good service and um, cool cars, etc. But I think developing internally for hosts and even employees and reps, and even people on the board, maybe give us, maybe it'll be awesome if we're given some type of like Turo stock. If we're a host, you know what I mean? If you're part of a company, you don't have to do it, but it's just an idea I have, and I think that would really fit in the culture of Turo, that they're giving back, and not only giving back to their employees, giving back to the hosts. And I think it'll just create more of a morale and community amongst people that are shareholders of the company. You just naturally just want the best for them because you're actually a shareholder. So that's just my belief. So yeah, follow me through the screen. I'm gonna show you guys what that looks like. Follow me through. Hey people, thank you so much for following me through. This is just my idea I have, and again, Turo may do this in the future. They may not do this in the future. It's just my idea. Doesn't mean it's a good idea. Doesn't mean it's a bad idea. Just Conrad Lane's opinion. What I think would be really cool, and not even just for the host, I mean for even Turo reps, and maybe even anyone affiliated with Turo in a business manner. If it's an employee, if it's an independent contractor, I really recommend what I think would be an awesome way to build real team morale, because typically over history, the companies that typically implement the employee stock ownership plan, what I usually call employee stock ownership program, but it's actually called, the actual proper name is employee stock ownership plan, ESOP. When companies participate in ESOP, it seems, and from my due diligence, and I'm not always right, but from my research, it seems like companies typically last longer. They usually have less turnover. They usually have more company and cultural morale amongst in the company, in my personal opinion, from what I've interpreted. And again, that's my interpretation. So that's something I think would really fit very well into the Turo culture, is if they offer some type of ESOP. That'd be great, because then imagine giving a host like a share of the company. It could even be one stock or two stock or whatever, or based on a percentage. That'd be awesome. Or say you get to an all-star host level or a certain host level, or after a certain amount of years, you accrue some type of ownership of the company. It builds a natural ownership, and not just ownership. Just like when you own a home, typically people take better care of a home they own than a home they rent. A person that owns a condo and rents a condo, typically, not always true, but typically takes better care when you're an owner. The person who owns a car typically takes better care of the car than someone who rents a car. It's just how it is. Someone who, for example, owns anything typically takes better than the person that rents it. Just how it is. It's just part of human nature. And that's based on my opinion, based on what I've studied and learned. So I think people will take better care of the company if they own a part of the company is where my logic sits. And I pulled up this Investopedia page. I'm not going to read the whole thing for you, but this is pretty cool. It just goes over 6 companies that have been successful at doing it. And yeah, it just goes in detail what ESOP is. I really believe in this strategy. I think it really will build a real company morale, and I think it would be so awesome. But I mean, just because Turo doesn't do it doesn't mean that it's still not a great company. I just think it'll be a great opportunity to add additional benefits for people who are affiliated with Turo. But if they don't do it, they're still a great company, still awesome company in my opinion. I love the company still. I just added my 2 cents, and hopefully that can be implemented. That'd be awesome to have a piece of the company, so yeah. And if not, hopefully they become public so I can invest in the company. But regardless if they're private or public, I really hope they could develop some type of ESOP like plan. That'd be awesome. So yeah, so thank you guys for hanging out with me. That's just my 2 cents. This is Conrad Layn's Turo IPO journey. Again, this is not financial advice. This is just my journey and basically my digital journal and my vlog of why I believe in Turo and my strong conviction in Turo, and I would love to invest once I get the opportunity. You guys have a good day. Conrad Layn out.